Oh, are you kidding me? Look at that. Corned beef hash pie. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing something which has not ever been seen before. We're combining the great British ingredients and making something which is truly special. We are making a corned beef hash pie with a SUET crust pastry top. Now it's an old school SUET pastry top, an unusual pastry, not made the normal way of a pastry. You might have seen it before on the channel, but we're combining both of these. It's a real traditional old school way of making a corned beef hash pie. This is the first time on the internet with this, and if you like what we're doing on this channel, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, let's get on. I'm sorry I had to plug that just there, you know, but we've only got 39% subscribers watching the channel. The rest are unsubscribed, so if you won't mind. Okay, let's crack on here. Corned beef hash pie. What we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to do some potatoes. I've washed them, I've scrubbed them, and they've been drying. There is a couple of little marks on there, which we'll probably take out, and probably that little bit of a green end there. We don't want that. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with these skins. These skins are fantastic. So what we're going to do is cube these into 1 centimetre cubes, leaving the skin on. It doesn't matter. So nice and steady. Okay, and then we're going to take a pan, and this pan's got some water in, and we're going to put all those in there. We're going to boil it. So like I say, just cube up your potatoes, don't rush, roughly the same size. Okay, I actually think that's enough potatoes, so I'm going to put that up to one side. Potatoes, a little bit of salt, on to boil. I want to shove it on behind me. Okay, corned beef hash, onions. I'm going to cube the onions, not slice. So we're going to have some little cubes of onion in here. Now you can cube it as small as you wish. That is up to you. If you want big cubes, big chunks of onion, cube them big. Come on. Now we've got 2 onions. And you could probably get away with 1. Okay. Got a pan. And what we're going to do is just chuck a little bit of butter in there, actually. A little bit of butter. And we are going in there with a little bit of oil. We are chucking all our onions in there. Just like that. Yep, we know it's not on yet. Just chuck that to one side. We've got a couple of cloves of garlic. And we're just going to give it a little once over. Garlic is completely optional. You know, a lot of people don't like garlic in corned beef hash. That's fine. I do. It's in. Okay, for our pastry then, we'll do our pastry. And then when we bring it all together and it goes in the oven. Self-raising flour, a little bit of salt, not much, pinch of thyme, corn flour, little whiz in, SUET, straightforward SUET, commonly recognised brands in the UK is Atora, green one is vegetable, blue one is beef. That's our SUET. So you can have a choice. If you want to make vegetarian, you can have vegetable SUET. If you want to do meat or whatever, you're not a veggie, use the beef. So hands in, just bring this in here. Light breadcrumbs, just mix in your SUET. Now, I'm not sure this is essential, you have to do this, but I've always done it and I always have good results. So you don't have to spend too long trying to turn this into superfine breadcrumbs. That's good enough. And then this is where it becomes the old school strange pastry. That is milk in there. And we are mixing to a dough. Crazy, isn't it? So give that a good mixing in. And what's going to happen is the flour is going to soak up that fluid in there, and we're going to end up with a little bit of a thicker dough. So we're just going to put that to one side. And we're going to crack on with frying these. So we've got a flame on. And we're just going to start to fry that in there. If you can get a little bit of colour on, fantastic. In there with a pinch of dry thyme. In there with some black pepper. Now if you want to do salt, little. Corned beef is salty. Okay, while all that's going on, we want to be opening our corned beef. Nice and straightforward. Nothing hard about that. Nice and straightforward. And then we want to take that corned beef out of there. Okay, potatoes, boiled and dried in the pan. In there. And then all you do is just mix it in, nice and steady. Introduce those onions and that seasoning to those potatoes. And now we're introducing our corned beef to that. It doesn't matter how you get the corned beef in. You know, we want the corned beef in there. So get it in. And we're going to stir it all the way through. So just stir your corned beef in with your potatoes and your onions. Oh, fabulous. In there with a splashing of Worcester sauce, about a tablespoon. And if you've got any English mustard, in there with a teaspoon. Give it a little bit of a mixing in. And as you can see, we've got a dry mix at the moment. Not to worry. You know, if we're taking out any of that crustiness on the bottom of the pan, that is fine. This is one of those times where you want a little bit of crustiness. So we're going to give it a little minute to crust up on the bottom. We're not worried about that. So just give it a little minute, let it crust up, then we'll turn it over, let it have a little bit more. Just try and brown off bits inside our corned beef hash, because this is going inside a pie. Now I'm trying to stick to the very basic corned beef hash. Now this is just potatoes, onions, corned beef. Now you don't have to be a culinary genius to do this kind of cooking. You know, look at it. And you're going to get people complain, but that's up to them, you know. Corned beef hash, this is what a corned beef hash looks like. Okay, now we are going in there with our gravy. And what we're going to do now is cook this in there till it thickens and dries up a little bit. We actually want moisture in this pie and not just corned beef. We need the moisture in there, you know, we're making a pie. We want a little bit of a gravy. Now don't worry what it looks like, just cook it down, thicken it up. And then what's happening is all that moisture has been absorbed in there, and we'll end up with a nice moist pie. This is real comfort food at best, you know. It's flavoured, you've got beef in there, you've got your potatoes in there and onions in there. We just need to thicken it a little bit now to have a nice, reasonably thick gravy. Okay, that's enough. We need the flame off. We've got this lovely pan here, dried out but with enough moisture in there. Okay, and I'm using the High Sapienti air fryer, 24 litre air fryer again today, and we want to be setting the temperature on here to about 170, and we're going to let it preheat. We want to be going in there with our corned beef mix. In we go. Now we are going to take up our pastry to a whole new level. Cheddar cheese. So we've got cheddar cheese in there, and we are just going to stir it through. And that is it. That is our pastry. You haven't seen a pastry like that before. Now this really is old school cooking on there. Now if you can, bring it up to the side. It is going to raise up. Anybody can make this, anybody can make this pastry. This is a fantastic, easy meal to make. Right, we're going in that air fryer. In we go. So we want to be hitting this for about 20 minutes. And then we'll have a look at it. We're on, we're going. There we have it. We can get that out of there. Got a skewer. And we will skewer the top. Oh, done. Oh, look at that. Wow. We're going to give it about 10 minutes and then we're going to cut a slice out. Come on. Straight through the top of here. Oh. In here. Oh, corned beef hash pie. Oh. Corned beef hash pie. How do you like your corned beef hash? Do you serve it with baked beans? Do you serve it with veg? Or do you just eat it? This is old school pastry, corned beef hash. We're going to serve it with some beans. Oh, are you kidding me? Look at that. We'll just put a little bit of brown sauce around the back of there and we can scoop it on. Oh, fantastic pastry. I mean, this is old school pastry at its best, you know. People don't do this anymore, you know. What a shame. Look at that. It's light in there. It's fluffy. It's a bit like a dumpling. We come in there, straight in that top. Let's get in. We got to see if it's got a cheesy flavour. Oh. That's quality, actually. Herby, not much cheese. We could do with putting some more cheese in next time. Corned beef hash and our pastry. What a combo. Let's get in here. I'm trying to eat this the wrong way around. Oh. Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. That is lightweight, that is superb. Corned beef hash, can't go wrong. Pastry as light as that. Enough there for 6 people because it puffs up. That is delicious. You know, this is the first time, you'll never see this on the internet. This is old school corned beef hash and traditional type pastry combined together. What a fantastic British dish. Oh, can't go wrong. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. We'll catch you in the next video.